Marry me guys, so here's part 2 of the catch up video and everything to do with that. So it got me home for about 10 o'clock, which was quite lovely because I left rehearsals at I think 9:30 because our director likes to talk a lot at the end of rehearsal, which means they always overrun, which annoys parents, and obviously people often have to get themselves home because obviously I needed to get back. I'd have to wake up stupidly early the next morning. Didn't realise how early until obviously they told me just before going to bed. So I managed to get a lift. Nearly lost my suitcase with my passport and my purse and my phone in it because bless him, my lift accidentally drove away, or nearly drove away. It was like when I went round the back to try and collect my belongings, which was really awkward. I had to run down the road screaming and wave my hands in the air looking like a deranged woman. I think if Josh had seen it, he would have thought it was hilarious, knowing him. And then obviously I was told by the mother-in-law, oh, by the way, we're getting up at 2:45 tomorrow. 2:45? My face pales, thinking, oh my god, I've already been up at 5 AM this week. 2:45, and the Valentine's Day present I bought you, go to bed. So we ended up sort of going to bed, I think it was 10:30, 11:15. And then we woke up. Oh god, thinking about it makes me feel good. Sorry. So we got up at 3:15. I get out of bed, get dressed, don't bother with a bath or what have you, or put on makeup like I hoped to because it's all packed in a suitcase. I didn't feel up for getting it all out and just to put my makeup on. No. So we trundle downstairs and we all bundle in the car and we start driving. Driving down long winding country roads to Gatwick Airport at 3 o'clock in the morning is not a nice experience. It's actually quite painful. Not physically painful, but it's just the amount of roadkill you spot and the amount of roadkill you run over. And the fact that you're driving over and then suddenly like, because there's a lorry just coming towards you and it's a 10-ton truck and you're like, I don't want to die. Please, Goddess, it's not my time to go to the Summerland. Please, just let me live a little bit longer. But luckily, obviously, we managed to get to the airport in one piece. And we go through customs, everything's fine. One thing I should say, although I'm a witch, I hate flying. I hate flying on aeroplane. I hate flying. I just hate flying. I do not like taking off, and I do not like landing. This bit, the bit we're just going like that for ages, I don't mind. In turbulence though, I don't like it. So obviously it wasn't actually too bad though, landing and taking off though, because I'm not one of those people that freaks, like cries and screams and when things take off and land. I just sort of screw my face up, go to my happy place and hope for the best. Didn't help that obviously it was about 6:30 in the morning, so I was already really tired. I'd been travelling for 2 hours already, and it just wasn't nice. So we flew, and what made the flight worse was I didn't suffer any pain like ears or what have you flying up. It was the fact that we were sat in front of this young family of, I think there was a 5-year-old who was a right brat. You know when parents just give their children whatever they want when they want it. And I think the child was complaining because we didn't want a seatbelt on. But they were like, no, you have to have your seatbelt on, the signs on, look, you need to put your seatbelt on. And she was kicking and screaming like a proper earpiece and shriek. And I was like, oh my god. And we flew like this for an hour and 25 minutes. Didn't help that she was kicking my seat. She was sat right behind me, so she was kicking my seat, and I was more like trying not to mutter any curses. So we think, oh my god, it's supposed to be over. guess who scrambled off the plane as quickly as she could when we got to Aberdeen. So we got to Aberdeen Airport and we picked our luggage up from the baggage compartment thing, because obviously when it's a budget flight you don't take big luggage, you just take little luggage that you can put in the cabin. So we picked that out of the cabin lockers, and then obviously it went through arrivals rather, and we were picked up by Josh's grandparents. We went to their house for a bit before we were told, right, do you have any swimmers with you? We're like, no, why? Well, the hotel has a swimming pool and a sauna and a jacuzzi and a hot tub. Do you guys not want to go there? And we're like, didn't even know if there was one. And then Josh's mum-in-law doesn't look very impressed. And then there's me and Josh look at each other like, we're going to have to go into the town and get something. So we run into Aberdeen's Primark and quickly buy some drinks and a bikini, as well as Josh's parents managed to buy him quite a lot of bits and pieces. So to the point where we were panicking, how are we going to take this all home? And we were panicking, yeah. How the heck are we going to get this all back to England? Because obviously we do have a luggage allowance, we don't want to go over 10 kilos and all the rest of it, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Then we did get everything back in the end, we just had to really redistribute everything. Anyway, so we went back, had something to eat, went back to the hotel, we checked into the hotel and we sort of sorted ourselves out, and then we decided, well, yeah, let's go swimming. Now we've got swimmers, let's do it. So off we went, had a nice relaxing time. Now, consider now, because I cannot sleep on any form of transport or anything on the move, because I just can't do it. I've not been asleep since 2:45 in the morning. By the time the surprise party was held, I was getting a bit sleepy because it was 8 o'clock at night by this point, and the party proper kicked off, and the uncle turned up and like, where, and it was all lovely. And I was getting really tired. Because of my autism, social situations like big parties aren't exactly easy to cope with in any scenario. What made things worse was that I'd already had 2 Budweisers. Yes, I drank Budweiser. And I had 2 Budweisers. Hadn't eaten very much over the day. Was really, really, really tired. And I was in a loud, noisy room with bright, flashy lights, screaming children, and loads of people just shoving Budweiser in my hands. You could tell I wasn't coping. What didn't help was that the DJ was awful, and Josh can agree with me on this one. He played David Hasselhoff. You do not play David Hasselhoff anywhere. It's grim. It's just grim. And then, considering this was a 40th birthday party, right? He played Justin Bieber and One Direction. And Gangnam Style. Why? Why do that? I know, yeah, there's younger people around, but it's a 40th birthday party. You should cater for that by playing stuff around the era. Birthday boy or girl's year, makes sense, right? Or play their favourite music. To the point where everyone just got drunk and were like, ugh, let's just not listen to the DJ, because the DJ is clearly crap. So I think it was about 10 o'clock, I think, 10:30, where Josh decided enough's enough and slowly took me back to the hotel room and put me to bed. And I dropped like a stone, and I was like, I was gone, apparently. I was gone really quickly, and when he came back at 12 to go to bed, he said to me, the next morning, oh, you were gone. Thanks for weekend catching up with me. Oh, legs uncomfortable. So yeah, I think his sister came back because all three of us youngsters were sharing a room. So his sister comes back at 2:30, or was it 2:15 in the morning? So she would have been kind of up for 24 hours. But then again, she was able to nap through it, so she was able to power through. She went to bed, and I think the next morning she couldn't get up for ages, so we ended up having to smuggle her food for breakfast the next morning. But then after we managed to check out, we went to the aunt and uncle's for the day. So we got there about lunchtime and sort of had lunch, chilled, nattered, and then obviously people came round from the party the night before to come and see us and have Chinese, which was really nice. We all had Chinese and we all just stayed up really late again. I think it was about 1:45 in the morning when we went to bed. So I was thinking it was a bit better because we didn't get up that morning until about 9:15. So it wasn't too bad. I mean, I was still really tired. And Josh said to me, "Heidi, you're knackered, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm exhausted." But then we had to get up at 9 to leave the house at 11:30 because our flight was at 11:15. Unfortunately, when we got there, this is when flying gets a real nightmare. We read on the notice board that the flight is delayed by an hour because of foggy conditions in Gatwick, flying up to Aberdeen. So we were like, right, we've got a whole hour and a half to kill. Nice one. So obviously we go through security. Now this is what really made things worse. Guess who was stopped by customs? All of us. And I thought it was just me at one point because Josh was going, "Way, you've been stopped. Josh, you're going to be top down with a drug mule." And so yeah, we're stopped by customs, and I'm thinking, crap, I'm shitting myself, no joke. And so we're stopped, and I realised it's not just me who's been stopped. It was sister-in-law, mum-in-law was stopped as well. Unbelievably, none of the men were stopped. It was just us girls. It was really stupid. And then they're like, "Oh, did you pack the suitcase yourself, madam?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm not that stupid. Who do you think I am?" I said, giving my most irritated stare. And they were like, "Right, okay." So they went through my luggage and they were like, "Well, everything seems fine, but your liquids bag's too big." And I was like, "Right, what is?" And they didn't explain anything to me. They just took my liquids. They said, "Well, you're going to have to empty your fluids, please, ma'am." Which meant I had to empty out all my toiletries out from my big bag. That was completely fine and suitable to go through Gatwick security, but Aberdeen security were like, no. Which meant that all of my handiwork of trying to stuff all the toiletries into a bag, everything, keep it all in one piece, was thwarted. And I was like, oh, for God's sake. First the flight bit with loads of lack of sleep, and then the flight gets delayed. Now this, oh come on. This is getting stupid. So I'm like there, really. And he sort of goes, "Yeah, everything's fine, everything's rebagged." So I'm thinking, oh my God. And he was nearly about to throw my perfume. I was like, "No! That perfume's expensive! Put it back!" And Josh then jokes, "Oh, so the Lush products that set it off." And I'm like, "Shut up." Because obviously I think I had Snow Fairy, Shower Gel, and the perfume was from Lush as well. Then he put it through the scanner again, and he was like, "And this is my suitcase," and obviously all the other suitcases. And he was like, "Yeah, that's fine now." I was thinking, oh, for God's sake, why didn't they just say so in the first place and provide the bags in the freaking first place? We would not have to be waiting around customs. Why? So we finally escaped from customs, and we're like, right, that's it. Then I look at my pocket, and I'm thinking, crap, headphones are broken. So I guess I had to spend £12 on a new pair of headphones for my Kindle. Me. Ugh. And I was thinking, 12 bloody quid for the cheapest ones. And I was like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, well, it's either that or I don't have any headphones for ages. So I was like, fine, and at least the £12 ones, at least they'll last me longer. So I obviously bought them, and then bought a chai latte as well to cheer myself up from Costa, and I was sort of sat there waiting for the flight. And then I picked up a quick meal from Boots, and then we got on the plane. And we landed obviously in Gatwick, obviously an hour later than anticipated. And what didn't help was, although it was a quieter journey, no screaming bratty 5-year-old kicking my chair, I was in agony because obviously this like my ears decided, fuck you, I'm gonna make this hell. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. And I was in agony for the whole journey. So I couldn't really listen to my Kindle anyway. In hindsight, I would not have bought the headphones. God's sake. And so I get off the plane, and then my ears stop aching, and my head really begins to pound. And I'm thinking, oh God, I've got one of those headaches that's going to last all day. And I was right. It lasts the whole car journey home. Lasts going through Sainsbury's. Lasts picking the dog up. Lasts going to Nana's. And then it was home. And then my headache really kicked off as soon as we got in. Obviously after bringing suitcases back in and sorting everything all out and doing the washing, or helping organise the washing, and sort of finally sitting down and dinner. Yeah, okay, off we go. And I'm like, I'm so tired, and my head is pounding like a drum. So, and I sort of lay down in bed, we watched Don't Tell the Bride, and I'm like, Josh, just get me some paracetamol, please. And I sort of did the whole, oh, woe is me, damsel in distress. Guess who has no sympathy? Guess who then had to go downstairs? Betchit herself. Ugh, I love you, Josh, I love you, but you are such a rubbish person to nurse, to act as a nurse when your beloved is ill. Then again, I've never had a breakfast in bed from him yet, so, you know, he's romantic, but not in the ways I'd want him to be, so, oh well, you win some, you lose some. Yep, and obviously today I came back from Portchester back here and realised that the headphones and the swimming costume cost me dear, because I'm very poor. I'm just going to be just able to afford the cinema on Wednesday if I really keep myself quiet today. I'm hoping swimming won't cost any money if I end up having to go swimming with the housemate and the carer, unless I can persuade the carer to pay for my swimming, considering that she does owe me for the stamps that she's been borrowing. And I also need to pick up some envelopes because I've got a few things to post off, including my proof of disability and my volunteering letter for the Mary Rose. More about that in another video. So that's it from me for catching up as far as Scotland Bath go. Hope you enjoyed it, and blessed be.